This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up, 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Go.
Okay, just like that, just like that. Mike 41.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Straight up.
On third down, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Get your running. Get your running. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. All day.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on second down, Newman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on third down, Newman. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw on second down. Newman. Flushed out right. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newman. He's got Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this and, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On the set. Squeeze. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 1st and 10, Newman. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check safety, check safety left.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He finds his target, Fuller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he'll bang that one through.
His kick is good. Makes the score Texans 7, Raiders 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, foxtrot.
Watch the slant. 41 Mike. Watch the pass. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Now.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey,
to throw on second down. Newman under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Newman. And he's going to go down again. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that
play. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bravo! 55.
Off the play fake. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All day, every day. That's it. Mike, bye-bye.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
I'm here all day. 55.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
55, Mike 55.
From the gun on third down, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That one goes for 8 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got it.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Let's go next.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Okay. Yeah, 52. Set, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the gun, Dobbs forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw is Dobbs. steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
55 miles.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing on 1st down. Newman. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the gun, Newman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newman. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Newman. With a catch made by Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking to throw. Newman. And Thomas has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off-play action. Newman. His throw incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Newman looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go now.
From the 31, Dobbs flushed out right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check, check. He's coming. He's coming. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newman. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newman is going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down, this is Adams. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Newman, flush to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And, you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21 to 6.
Makes the score Texans 21, Raiders 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. On first down, Newman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They run on second down with Adams. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on third down, Newman going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Well, and still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, G. Here I come, here I come. Mike 55, hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. Hey, echo. Here we go again.
2nd and 3. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Let's go. Let's go.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, you got 3 downs.
Off the bootleg, Newman. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newman. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, here's Adams. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get that quarterback. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing again. Lawrence. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
And the Raiders have got him. Jonathan Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw on 2nd down, Newman. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Set. 10 Lobo. Bravo.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Ready.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Lawrence now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Adams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's see what you got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.